right, printmakers, I've got an experiment here and have no idea if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a go. So what you see is I've got one potato that I sliced in half here and have carved up a little bit. One of these, this potato here, I use an actual printmaking tool. So this is a speedball kind of lino cut tool with a U-shaped gouge on the end. The other one, though, this guy here, cut up just with a little steak knife. You do need to be careful, of course, as you're doing this. If you do have one of these tools, you always carve away from yourself and put your hand behind where you're carving. And if you're using a knife, please get permission from your parents, but also, go really slowly. There's no reason to get crazy. So potato is a great matrix. So this is going to be our matrix for today. Our vehicle, our ink is going to come from these blackberries. They are not wild picked, but they should do the trick, I think. I'm not even sure. It's probably not the right season for wild pick. And then over here, I've got a tortilla. So today I'm doing all food-based pieces. So the tortilla is going to be receiving the image from our potatoes prints we're going to be doing. So first, I'm going to bring over this. And my idea, I think this is going to work. I'm just going to take a little bit of time and smash these guys up and kind of make what I hope will be something that will work as ink. Just taking a little time. There are many ways to do this. I just grabbed a plate. You might, if you have a mortar and pestle, that could be another way to go about this. There's a lot of seeds in here too, but I do think we're going to get something out of this. Until it's splattering a little bit. Oh, another trick. This is my kitchen counter, and I've coated it just with some saran wrap. It's going to make it super easy for me to clean up at the end, especially if I make any kind of mess here. I'm pretty confident that I can get something out of there. All right, got this fork. If you have a potato, kind of mashed potato masher, that could be something great to use. So we're just going to give this, though, a go as I continue to mash this up. This is a camping fork, by the way, so I'm going to bend it and make it a little bit more depth for what I need to do. I want to try to get as much of those juices out of there. Certain things make really great inks out of nature. Some things don't. So sometimes you just got to experiment and try it out. All right, I'm kind of liking that texture there. And I'm thinking we got a whole bunch of juices here. More so than the actual pieces over here, it's this juice that I think I want. Okay, so now that we've got this, I'm gonna wipe my hands off here. I'm going to pull out essentially my paper. Let's give this a go so you can see that pretty well there in the screen. We're just going to use this like a stamp. See how well this absorbs. Oh yeah. I don't know if I want chunky bits in there though. It's probably an important note. Okay. Let's give this a go. First stamp. Oh, that corner is not getting enough ink. And something you want to do is you want to pay attention to how the ink or whatever you're using as your vehicle is coating the surface of your matrix. Okay, let's give this a go. Okay, maybe try one more. As I mentioned, this is a total experiment. I have no idea how this is going to go. And this is why this is an open challenge. I'm going to do one more because the assignment called for 3 identical prints. So I'm going to flip. Cool. All right, let's give this kind of like tree-like shape a try. I'm actually gonna put him into the bigger stuff and see what happens. It's nothing like experimenting, guys. It's part of the fun. And I will say there's a big tradition in printmaking of experimentation. Okay. All right, here we go. First time with this guy. Don't want to push as hard on this end because there's less there. That's kind of where the base was. Let's see if we get. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna flip it over this time. Give it a go. Not bad. And one more. Okay, well, there you go. First experiments, and for relief, worked out all right. I think we've got some fun, interesting prints. It's all edible, which is good if you want to still eat it. So I hope you will have fun experimenting at home.